Morning, guys.
Morning, everyone. This is going to be another long one where we really test ourselves and try to bring to you exactly what it feels like for us on board a rocky boat with halyards slapping inside the mast, with waves coming in on a beam.
It's uncut.
No, but this is where we really challenge ourselves to do our very, very best work.
And you guys get a glimpse of, more like behind the scenes too. Just the real stuff. So this morning, Ellie and I are gonna go to the beach for a workout and to tire the kids out because we have a big sail ahead of us. We're slowly heading north to this marina, and I don't know if I've seen a more beautiful beach than this beach.
No.
I think it got voted like best beach in the world, and we're just casually anchored up front.
Really?
Yeah, at one point it was voted like...
What's making you think that? I feel like that would be something that you either knew or you didn't.
Didn't you tell me that?
No.
We are very, very lucky.
I need a massage, Elaine.
And this is a very tightly wound head sail. I'll let you guys make up your own mind about this beach. Tell me if this isn't the most beautiful beach.
But hang on, did it get voted best beach in the world or not?
I will confirm, I'll chat GPT it.
Nothing like jumping into a fairly boring tangent on the semantics of sentence structure with the curious and often pedantic Mr. Whitelam. This hour long will get better, I promise. Anyway, Neckpan Beach gets my vote for best beach in the world, and we feel so lucky to have spent some time here. This week's voyage will take us far beyond the idyllic Neckpan Beach as we sail towards the stunning destination of Coron, where we're struck by the sudden and remarkable change in this insane landscape.
Look at the bounce.
You mix it in? Ellie, it's turned into a diamond.
Diamond?
Yeah, because diamond turns into pancakes.
Whoa.
What's happening, babe?
Oh, I just have a sore stomach. There's been a bug that's been going around. So I just said to Elena, just be aware when because we're probably going to sail today. And then she was like, I'm going to cook some bacon up, and I was like, and I'm just coming in here to lie down.
Damn. So Ellie found this French cafe. Was it a French?
A Swedish deli.
A Swedish deli with cheese and bacon and chocolate. Such a luxury. Oh my gosh, we couldn't believe it. We've been searching just simply for dark chocolate since Borneo.
Yeah, there's not been any in the Philippines.
Nah. So, understand you guys. Breakfast was 10 out of 10 this morning. Tonight we're gonna eat some chocolate. So yeah, we just left El Nido where we found the store. There's a few good shops there.
Eat my pasta?
Pasta? Yeah, El Nido had some great shops, but we're back to being remote again.
Paddy bought a Tesla. And the number plate's accidentally Sis. We should turn the engine on, hey? I'm always wanting to sail off anchor. I'm not feeling it today. I'm just not 100%, but...
I'm good.
Okay, then we'll be fine.
So you've come good.
Hey?
You've come good for now.
Well, I'm out of bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. Do you want to come up on the anchor and I'll start dicking around with the mainsail?
Yeah. So the second we start moving, Darwin starts to get really tired. And he's already started to fall asleep.
My belly hurts.
The forestay I noticed was a little bit loose, so I've been filming that, and then the shrouds when we're going upwind and sending them to Sam, who did the rig on this boat, and just saying like, what do you think, does it need to be? What we would do is jack up the mast and put some shims in there. So I'm just wondering, yeah, how loose it is and if that's appropriate at the moment or not.
What are you two up to?
We're doing some schoolwork. Reading eggs. They got a gold certificate.
Oh, well done, Lenny.
Yeah.
Okay. Great filming, Ellie.
Thanks. Horace will be proud.
That wind really picked up, mostly just acceleration around the islands, but it was consistent, so we had to take a couple of reefs. Riley climbed in the sailbag again, which we're getting used to. It's actually not that hard. Easy for me to say because he's the one doing it, but he can be in and out of that sailbag real quick, and he hooks in the reefing hook, which you guys know we've had trouble with since the start, since the beginning, and we were thinking about changing the whole reefing system, but the longer we've lived with it, I think we'll keep it. It's not that bad. Are we going to keep the reefing system, Riley? Probably.
Oh, I like going in the bag.
Yeah, Riley likes going in the bag. It's fun. What happened?
Our maps are inaccurate or not giving us very good information. There's a shallow spot there, which fortunately with this sunlight and the way the ocean is at the moment, we saw from quite a while off, but it just gives you the heebie-jeebies knowing that there's unmarked reef around the place. So Navionics is saying don't go anywhere in there, which is ridiculous, like, because you have to sail there if you want to get to Linkapan. So it's just inadequately surveyed, and they've just gone shallow over like a whole area. You just got to be really paying attention.
Checking.
Oh, here we go.
We're going to the beach. So we are there playing the bridge and have some fun and look for hermit crabs.
So I've been focusing on my health like a lot lately. I've done that. I think a lot of people come to a point in their lives, and I certainly have. I got myself a personal trainer, and he's made me have a rest every now and then, which was something that I really wasn't doing. I was working out every single day. And that's been really helpful. That has allowed my body time to recover, and especially my nervous system, because the nervous system is the thing that I wasn't really acknowledging, or the thing. Like, I'd be tired, my body needs a rest, but the nervous. Anyway, before I talk too much about that, what I want to do is mention AG1 and just how much easier it makes that part of my life. For me, that's the main thing. I mean, I'm sailing, I've got the kids, we're making videos, I'm like really busy, but I want to focus on that part of my life, like health and well-being, fitness. Like, I really want to nail that. So for me, I'm going to take shortcuts and maximize efficiency anywhere that I can. And that is why I love AG1. I don't need to think about a myriad of supplements and nutrients that I would otherwise have to actually be tracking. So as I said, it's got nutrients, it's got the pre and probiotics, so your gut health is sorted there. There's sustained energy throughout the day, a boost in energy I have it after my workout, and it really does make me feel just you can just feel it. So if you're like me and you do want to concentrate on your health, but you're sort of sick of thinking about this stuff, I mean, this is what I do. So if you are keen with your first purchase of AG1 today, they're going to throw in the travel packs. 5 travel packs and a year's supply of the D3 and K2 drops. Head to the link in the description box below. I really hope that that's helpful and useful for people. A bit of a... It's been good for us.
Mom, look at me.
Yeah, I'm looking. No, that's the harmonica. Don't put noodles on that.
Okay.
Riley, I'm just filming you.
Oh my god. How long have you been filming? I thought you can eat like a pig if you're by yourself.
You
Or
can.
just hanging with your bro.
You can.
How did you come right here?
Huh?
How did you come right here?
I just walked out here with the camera.
What?
Yeah, crazy, eh?
Are you kidding me?
Okay, this is going to be quite difficult because we have it's witching hour and the kids are going nuts. How you going, boys?
Yes.
Lenny, can you say hi?
Hi.
They're quite well behaved.
Lenny
They're
stopped
not.
crying. But the sail today, it took us way longer than we thought because it was hard to find an anchorage.
Yeah, we went to 2 different anchorages before we ended up coming to the place that I wanted to come in the first place.
One of them had pearl farms everywhere,
Beautiful white sandy beaches.
and it was just too
with,
deep.
With, yeah, reef edges and jagged drop-offs to 30/40 metres.
Yeah, so we couldn't go to my preferred spot. But, I mean, this is so nice.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I'm so happy.
Yeah, spent the afternoon at the beach. Riley went to hang out with the neighbours.
I was sick when I woke up. Like, I felt a little under the weather. But being out in the sun all day and on your feet and paying attention and making hopefully good decisions that matter, it's the life, guys. If you get the chance, you want to get out here.
Are you kidding?
It's my blanket.
No, it's not. It's mine. I bought it for the house. It's a really nice linen blanket.
Well, I wear it every night. Like it or not, this is the most practical and utilitarian piece of boating equipment that exists.
It kind of looks alright.
Dawn broke, casting a golden light as each crew member appeared from their cabins, ready to embrace the day. With no pressing commitments for another week, we had the gift of time, and so the decision was easy. We would linger here another night because our boat neighbours had told us about some beautiful secluded beaches and dive sites, all just a short dinghy ride away.
She got this, Mom. She got this.
It was windy this morning.
Was it?
You had to put a blanket on.
You mean your skirt? or an is that blanket going to be next?
No.
Can I just expect all the blankets to be cut now?
No, just this one.
At least you got 2 now, too.
It's a towel, yeah. The other one's hanging up in my wardrobe.
Had a really nice morning. I got to go to the beach just for a little bit to swim with the kids and Ellie. Oh, and there was a pig on the beach. So cute. A little family who lives on the beach here, they've got a pig and they were giving it a bath. Like, it could not have been cuter. And yeah, came back to the boat. I've been doing some work on the laptop. Riley did a workout. And we really want to go diving after. So we're just going to do lunch with the kids. Riley's just going to get them from the beach. They're going to be so exhausted. They always are. If they spend a morning at the beach, Darm will definitely go to sleep, which is good. And during that time, Lenny actually does his homeschooling. Maybe just Riley and I will zip off to go diving because he wants to push himself. He wants to get down to 30 metres. He hasn't been to 30 in a while. So he's been doing the CO2 tables on his phone, just training his body up again to be able to go really deep. And yeah, he wants to fully get into freediving again. And that takes a while. It takes training. We need some new gear. We've just ordered a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So today might be dedicated to freediving. We'll see if we can escape the kids because it's not really, we can have them in the dinghy, but it's not perfect. Yeah. I just told everyone about the CO2 tables you've been doing.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
So what are they? And would you recommend people do it for themselves?
I spoke to George Steele about CO2 tables, and he said that it puts you closer to your limit, which means that you're less safe. So I'm not sure if it's a intermediate or advanced skill for freediving. I don't think I'm advanced anyway, but I'm doing it. So intermediate. So I'm not sure if I could recommend it for beginners.
Okay. So if you're already into freediving,
you'll probably know what a CO2 table is.
Yeah, okay.
And then you can...
So all the beginners don't do one.
I don't know. But you Google CO2 table and it just means, it just gives you, you're encountering on land in a safe environment, excess CO2 and enabling your body to deal with that. So then when you're underwater, you're like, oh yeah, this is normal. Okay. It's just training, it makes you a better freediver.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what are we going to do with this furling drum? Got this in the mail the other day.
That blew up when we were sailing across the South China Sea on our shakedown cruise. So we got a new one and we'll have to install that maybe when the sun goes down a little bit. It's pretty hot. I prefer to be, it's best to be underwater now and then out of the water when the sun goes down.
What do you get stuck doing?
What can I help you?
I just took all of the manuals from here and put them downstairs so this can be a larger area. Look at all the space here. It's amazing. We can fit a little... Darwin, can you duck down? Duck down. Duck down. You move that. Shall we see if you can fit in there? Duck your head down. I'll get you out in 1 second. Probably that's where he'll sleep when he's a little bit older. Would you like to sleep in there, mate?
No.
No?
No.
I think that's a good spot for
Was
you.
that fun or not fun?
Not fun.
Okay. So tell me about this.
We seem to have to tighten these up more often than I'd like. This isn't Rapido's fault. It's and it's not whoever. Like you'll find these on any boat, like a gunboat or a H&H or a Outremer or whatever. They're reputable hatches. I don't know who makes them. See that? How?
They are so flimsy. They're plastic and I just don't trust them. Wait, what? What did you do?
I scratch.
You
And
scratched.
pop.
You scratched and popped what? Where?
The floor.
The floor? Oh, you... Darwin, oh no.
Time out.
No, not a timeout because he didn't know that was bad, but that's real. He's taken holes out of the core.
Oh, Darwin.
Oh no, and there's more. That's okay, you didn't know, but we took our eyes off you for 5 minutes, didn't we?
Sorry, Mom.
With Darwin's incredible assistance, we managed to tick off some of those boat jobs on the list today, freeing us up for a spin in the dinghy. Initially contemplating an adults-only trip to test our limits, we instead opted to bring the little ones along. We figured their endless energy needed an outlet, or we truly risked having the boat torn to pieces by nightfall.
That was pretty deep. That was pretty deep.
going on here?
Oh, baby boy's a bit tired, so
Yeah.
we're out here, aren't we? Yeah.
How you going, Darwin?
Been a few tears, but he's got his dinner. You happy now? You got your dinner?
Sick.
You're sick. He's saying the germs have taken over and that's why he feels like crying. We have all been a bit sick.
Okay.
He likes the sausage.
You like his mum?
I actually ate 4 sausages last night before I went to bed because Ellie cooked them all for the kids and I had one of them. Oh damn, they're from that Swiss cafe. Be the death of me.
For next day.
I'll make you pancakes, but I gotta drink my coffee, okay?
Pancakes only for coffee?
No.
I had the chocolate from last night in it.
Really? Mocha.
Bit sour milky. We are going to go, I just checked the weather again this morning. We're going to go around the eastern side of the island. I thought that we'd already be there. We're continuing to make our way northeast directly into where the wind is. It was northwest before, and so we decided to head that way. And now it's swung over to the east, and we're like, let's just keep going directly into the wind. Yeah, that's Coron, where there's some like really, truly beautiful landscapes and Google photos that we really want to go and hunt down and experience for ourselves, hopefully outside of the tourist groups that will probably be in the area because it is so beautiful. Oh, can you turn on windlass for me? So I'm hoisting the sail, we're still anchored. Gonna hoist the sail, pull up the rest of the anchor, and then sail out of here, which always stresses Elayna the out. But it's fun. You gotta have fun out here. Now I've just gotta get the sail to come up this side of the topping lift. So I'm moving the traveller to that side, and I'll pull this to this side. So the last part of this is I'm going to come up on the anchor and hopefully we fall this way because that's where we need to sail. And then there's a bit of reef I've got to get around, but before I do that I'll pull the head sail out and hopefully as we fall off we'll pick up a little bit of speed. Otherwise I'll have to motor and all of this will have been for naught.
There is so much mud. Watch your toes, everyone. Look out.
How good's this?
3.5.
Look at the water, there's not a ripple.
No, it's not a breath of wind. Like, this is actually a miracle. As we gently sailed towards our new location, the extraordinary Philippine landscape surrounded us. There are these lush, emerald jungles that just tumble down into the azure embrace of the sea. Every turn here is honestly almost too breathtaking to believe. We had no idea that our peaceful morning would soon be disrupted by a sudden health scare with one of our boys. Okay, what's happened?
So we came around the corner. Hang on. We came around the corner and there's just no wind. It's just a blanket oily blanket. There's no wind. And so I've undone all of my good work by having the motor this morning. But if we run, somehow I've got the power situation sorted out, or these DSD Scotties have resolved their differences. They weren't communicating very well before. As I just sent to Dylan in a message, they're fairly emotionally intelligent for DSDs, and they've sorted out their differences and they've got on with life. They're sharing better now. So the 24 volt and the 48 volt battery banks are now sharing, which means that they're not thumping in power to one bank, which is causing it to overheat. So we can motor with the lid down, create water, and that's what we're using now. We're showering, we're scrubbing the decks, we're all cleaning our teeth, which we didn't yesterday because we didn't have enough water. No, we cleaned our teeth yesterday. But yeah, it was pretty exciting having basically free water on board.
I think Ellie's doing some laundry. You doing laundry, Ellie?
Yes, old school way.
Just as the kids began to bicker, we arrived at our destination. Perfect timing indeed.
It was such a nice sail getting here, and we're anchored in the clearest water. There's so many fish in the water. Lenny and I jumped in as soon as we got here. It's just so clear and nice. And Riley got me to clean the paddle wheel because he noticed on that sail that the apparent and the true wind speed was completely off. So yeah, there was some mollusks and it was quite stiff, so I used the GoPro housing to just scrape it off, and now it's running freely.
Crustaceans?
Yeah, crustaceans.
Boppy.
Crustaceans, not boppy.
Boppy. Boppy. Boppy,
And
mommy.
we're just eating some food and then
The
I
last
don't know.
word is hey.
Can I have your cheese?
Yeah.
Thanks.
We're at the beach and then he had a little snack and then he was happily playing and all of a sudden he got really upset and I noticed he was swallowing quite a lot. So then acid opened his mouth and his cheeks started puffing up, so I noticed he was having an allergic reaction. So I just was like, oh, I need to get him on the boat just in case it gets worse, and yeah, I think he's fine, but we'll just keep an eye on it, but it's just a bit of a panic for a moment. Yeah.
I think he's fine.
He is fine, yeah.
Lenny, how you feeling?
Good.
Better? Can you make a noise?
Hello.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, we learned about Lenny's nut and seed allergy the tough way. Both Riley and I, being allergy-free, didn't suspect it initially, and it took a couple of frightening incidents that seemed like choking before the obvious anaphylaxis showed up and swelled his whole face. He's usually so good about asking an adult first, but it seems that this time the biscuits' appeal won him over.
How's your brother, Darwin? Darwin, has Lenny gotten better?
Yes.
He's getting better?
Yes.
Okay. Were you worried about him?
Yes.
We are so far from a hospital right now. I'm so glad we have all that we need on board though. Yeah, we've just been monitoring him all afternoon and the swelling kind of got worse before it got better over an hour. It never like moved onto his tongue. If I had have seen his tongue swell up at all, I would have given him the EpiPen, but yeah, it was just his cheek and his breathing sounded fine. But yeah, so stressful. The hospitality of the Filipinos is next level. Like, you go to the beach and they welcome you into their homes, they're giving you food, which obviously went unnoticed by Ellie. Lenny got a snack from one of the kids, he said. He said it was a biscuit, and yeah, I guess it just had nuts in it or sesame seeds. Yeah, but yeah, it's obviously...
Ellie was crying.
Yeah, Ellie got really upset because Ellie's actually had a reaction to nuts. She's had anaphylaxis before, so she knows what it's like. And she felt so bad, obviously, but yeah, it's no one's fault. Oh, and to add to the stress, Riley actually spotted a typhoon headed our way. So there's that. We'll talk about that later tonight though. I don't want to get into it right now, I just need to get my mind off things.
Trying to shake off the worry of anaphylaxis and an approaching typhoon would be tough, but we'd certainly give it our best shot.
Wow, it's so nice. Look at the sky.
There's a typhoon coming and we might all die. So you just got to go down wearing what makes you happy. You need to take it seriously, but you need to understand that it's one of the 4 models that we're operating on Predict Wind, and there's many other models that I haven't checked. So there's a 25% chance of a typhoon coming like vaguely near us. So, and it's 10 days out, 10 days out. So we need more information. So there's nothing to do now apart from monitor.
And worse sarongs.
Yeah, do what makes you happy.
Go to your Hi.
That hurricane is coming.
Really?
ECMWF agrees now.
What do you
50%
think?
chance.
We could sail the boat down to Port Princesa. Not ideal, but it's out. That would be out of the way.
The further south we are, the better.
We meditated over the idea of sailing south to avoid the oncoming typhoon, but ultimately chose to stay our course. Reaching as far north of the Philippines as possible right now was crucial for making our way to Japan this year. Typhoons move slowly here, and we were a fast boat, so we'd have to get stupidly unlucky to actually get caught in one. Touch wood.
We're getting quite good at this. Elena normally now comes up on the anchor, which takes a little bit to do whilst I'm dicking around with the main, and then the main's like 2/3 done by the time we're ready to come up on the last little bit of anchor, and then we set sail. Getting into a bit of a rhythm, aren't we?
We are.
Hey. Of course, when we're filming, we're not separating the jobs and being efficient. I'm filming whilst Elena's coming up on the anchor. Darwin, just be careful there, mate, all right?
Oh my god, this morning was so funny. I think I got a video of it, but I walked in the bedroom because Lenny made a noise. Walked in the bedroom, he was still fast asleep though, and all of his hair was like across his face and he just looked like a hairy alpaca, and I burst out laughing. It was very funny. And then Darwin woke up because we were lifting the dinghy onto the boat. He woke up and he was like, "What's going on out there?"
So the reason that we've got a reef in the main and things are a little bit hectic at the moment because it's quite windy out here. So once I round this point, there's going to be some wind acceleration around here. Lenny, jump inside, mate. Once we get around the wind acceleration around this island, I'll have a better idea of the true wind speed. But yeah, for now we're just being very, very cautious, and you can probably hear in my voice.
As we ventured further offshore, we were hit by some unexpected gusts and realised we would be in for a bumpy ride. The wind and choppy waves were against us, and we got thrashed for the first half of the day before things finally calmed down again, just a bit.
Tell me about the sailing right now.
Well, you will never get me to stop banging on about how important performance, well, a boat that can actually sail is. So we're in not particularly challenging conditions, but with the 2 kids on board, you know, I need to be careful of how I manage the boat. And so we hoisted the main with 1 reef in it, and we got out from behind the island, and it's quite rough. Probably blowing 18 knots, and we're doing between 7 and 9 knots upwind, not creaming upwind, not on an angle that we could get, but it's very comfortable. I can read a book, I can play with the kids, I can really relax because we're not on any sort of limit. We're well underpowered and we're still trucking upwind.
Right about here, we began to feel a swell of pride for our tightly knit crew and the substantial distance we've covered this season, all while continuing to master our new vessel. However, after today's sailing endeavours, we were exhausted, like proper walking zombies by the end of the day. Before setting sail to Coron this morning, we had a few tasks on our list, like installing that new furling drum and the new staysail. Yet nothing started before a refreshing swim. The humidity in the Philippines is so intense. Miss an 8 AM swim and you're drenched in sweat. We'd been forewarned, but honestly, after enduring hurricane season in the Bahamas whilst I was pregnant, I thought I knew humidity and I'd be fine. I wasn't fine, / we weren't fine. It is another level here. That's why we've been plunging into the water every chance we get.
All right, what's happening?
In the South China Sea, we blew up our staysail. It was unbelievably hectic looking back. So yeah, the tack line, which is the bottom one, just exploded in a 50 knot gust. There was big, very, very rough weather, big waves. Anyway, so I'm rigging up the new staysail. So the sail shredded, the drum broke, and a tack line exploded. So it was a pretty significant event. This for sure is the furling line, because this should be affixed to this, but on the other side, but it's obviously come off. So that's the furling line. Then I need 2 sheet lines. This is the halyard, which is going to lock into place. Furling, 2 sheets, halyard, tack, and then we're done.
We did send our other sail away to get repaired, but it was just too shredded. So they made us they just made us a tougher sail, a stronger, more cruising orientated, less let's tweak all of the performance out of it. I can already feel that it's a stronger sort of material. It's thicker, it's harder to unfurl, unroll out of the bag, and yeah, hopefully bulletproof. Like, I know this, so it seems silly, it feels silly me saying it, but it's probably important to point out that this was a user error. It's got nothing to do with Doyle sails. We're going very good. Give me that satisfying clink.
Yeah. Don't stand up, Darwin.
Kids are gonna get bowled over in a minute. Darwin, come out of there.
Dad, I'm helping you.
Okay.
Woohoo!
So this actually locks in place. So there's a bone at the top which sits into the mast. I probably explained this before, but now when I loosen off on that, see, that's loose and we're locked into place up there.
It's bitten up the top.
It is.
Just gonna go check navigation again.
There's probably a quicker and easier way to do this, and I didn't wrap the drum tight enough the first time, which some people would have been like, oh. But we got it out, furled it up by hand, and now we're gonna furl it out again and wrap it tightly. Yeah, it would have been nice to run this through something first to get it nice and tight, but this is not working too bad.
And I'm just sailing us in the lee of this island, just with the mainsail out and with one reef in. And we're still going like 7 knots. So I'm just gonna zigzag in the lee so Riley can do that. And then we can pull it out again and be on our way to Coron.
Was that on?
This is the island of Coron behind us, and it's so mountainous. It's huge, much bigger than all the other islands around. So yeah, this is exciting. We're going to the northern end of Coron, and there's all these fishing boats around. We've had to really keep an eye out because we creep up on them. Oh, and check out this sea. Just a couple of fenders. We've made a seat. Check it out. Who needs a proper chair at the helm? Look at this. Loving it. I think this was a mistake, hey? Didn't Lenny accidentally make this?
Yes.
We arrived at what we hoped would be our anchorage for the night, securely nestled within the waterway and moored against the towering cliffs.
Wow. My God.
No, I think we'll need to let out more of the anchor.
I'm holding the M for 2 seconds. It's not letting me.
So what's going on, Riley?
Well, occasionally the wind is coming in sideways, which is pushing us this way onto that reef. So I'm just umming and ahhing as to whether or not this is actually worth it. Our anchor is like out and down and over here, so we're sort of coming up on it and inching the boat further and further this way, but if I can't relax and spend the night here without any stress, then it's not worth it. So I'm just having a rest and having a think about it.
Having a rethink. Fair enough.
look at the anchor? Yeah, I do.
I don't know if we would have filmed too much of that, but there was one gust of wind, and then also because we've got the lid up because the engine's overheating, Elayna put it in gear, which it would make a normal noise, which would be a gadunk, but because the lid's up, it goes kunk, and all three of us go, what the f is that? And it was the final straw. We were like, okay, let's get out of here. So we're motoring over here to Coron, which doesn't look particularly beautiful at first blush. So, but we'll find a little anchorage here and probably resupply, probably re-provision the boat, I would say.
We found a spot to drop the anchor near the main town of Coron, conveniently close, yet peacefully separate. Our plan for tomorrow is to return to the paradise spot we couldn't tie off to today due to the wind, and maybe even have some locals guide us through its hidden wonders.
So the reality of boat life sometimes means we have to lock ourselves in one of the cabins because the mosquitoes are so terrible out up in the saloon.
Look at Lenny. I actually did want to.
Can you turn off the fans? Just so loud. Here's a little realness of what's been going on behind the scenes.
This is honestly, I don't often feel guilty as a parent, but like in this lifestyle. Sorry, Lenny. Can you lift your arms up? Like, look at that.
That's jellyfish. He went swimming once without his rashie on, his full body rashie.
But even like we saw with Jack and Fran, they get inside your rashie.
Yeah.
And it's so hot. Like all we want to do, we went to the beach and got no seams, so you can see them on my back there.
Baby, you naked?
Yeah. Like all we want to do is just be able to go to the beach and have a swim and cool down in the middle of the day. And at the moment, we can't even do that.
Yeah, the bugs are pretty, and the bugs and the jellyfish, they're next level here, aren't they?
Boop.
What is it?
Mom, I don't know.
What did you find? No, don't eat it. No, hey, spit it out.
What's that?
I don't know, random plastic thing. Never put anything in your mouth that you don't eat.
We knew we wouldn't survive the heat in here all night with 4 bodies. So we pulled out our mosquito net and wind scoop combination, which always takes a while to set up, but it's one of those things you never regret doing.
Yeah, that looks good. No,
Let's
go see if there's actually any airflow. It's like a sauna down there. We need to at least open the doors for like 5 minutes to get the air going through. I'm just on a walk this morning and it's not as peaceful as I'd hoped because there are mosquitoes and I'm having to walk quite quickly. But I just wanted to take a second to thank one of our sponsors, which is Beam. We have been drinking hot chocolates most nights and falling into the deepest sleep because of Beam Dream. Like for 6 months now, it's actually become a bit of a problem how obsessed we are with it. It tastes delicious. There are no artificial ingredients. There's no dairy or gluten. There's only 15 calories per serving too, so you don't feel so bad having like what is essentially dessert right before bed. And yeah, they just use magnesium, there's reishi mushroom and melatonin, which all help you fall into the deepest sleep if you're struggling to fall asleep like I can sometimes. And you wake up feeling energized, not groggy like a lot of other sleep aids can make you feel. And they're running a 4th of July sale actually, so I want you guys to take advantage. You can get a pouch for as little as $48 right now. I'll pop the link in the description box below. I'm digging their peanut butter chocolate, which is bloody delicious. Like I said, it's like dessert. I just go like half water, half milk, and I whisk it up. Truly obsessed, and I want you guys to take advantage. Give it a go while you can. Use that code SLV, or I'll also put up a QR code on the screen here. Thanks guys. What's up, tourist? We're so excited. We're playing tourist today.
It's fun.
Yeah, I'm already having fun. We haven't even left the dock. Cue the holiday music.
Yeah, it feels like we're on holiday, that's why.
So yeah, as you guys know, we tied off yesterday, but there was too much of a cross breeze for us to stay there, and we couldn't leave this area without seeing Twin Lagoon and the dive sites around there. So Riley, he actually wanted to stay on the boat. Going on anyone else's boat is not his thing, so he's going to man the ship and we're going to go have some fun with the kids. We're even going to dive a shipwreck. That's 7 meters deep, so it's perfect for Lenny. Boys, you know we're going to go see a shipwreck later?
Yeah.
We're going to dive a shipwreck.
Dive into a shipwreck?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's something there.
Maybe. Maybe we can find you a coin. Huh?
How would I get there on time?
We'll get there on time, don't worry. We got all day, buddy.
Fun fact that you never asked for, but as a kid, I was glued to this travel show called Getaway, and I always dreamed of having this lady's job. And I can vividly recall watching that episode on the Philippines, so being here now, living out that dream, definitely feels like a little pinch me moment.
So the first stop was a beautiful coral reef, and now we're at this place called Twin Lagoon, and there's a swim through, which apparently the kids can get through as well. We're gonna go try and find it. Can I see the food? It's okay? Thank you. It's honestly a miracle Darwin's still awake. There were 2 times this morning already where I was sure he'd fall asleep, but you're awake.
Ellie, the kids and I were soon parting ways with Riley and the boat. I would be taking the kids to Australia for a visit with friends and family, and Ellie was heading back to England for a surprise family reunion. Meanwhile, Riley sees the chance to give the boat a thorough spring cleaning. With the boat about to become a bachelor's pad, Riley was preparing to journey further north in the Philippines with his 2 mates who'd be joining him.
I can't even believe how blue the water is here and clear. This is such a unique spot. I mean, this is like Bahamas blue, but maybe even bluer. Oh my god. And someone has finally gone down. It is the brightest blue. You did it, good job, come on. We lost our minds at that last place. The sand was so white and the water, officially the bluest I've ever seen in the world. Don't you think? Yeah, and she's been to the Bahamas too. We haven't been everywhere in the world, but yeah, for us, that's the bluest ever. And yeah, we've already seen a lot of sun, so I'm actually glad that this is the last place we're stopping at. Behind us is a shipwreck. I'm yet to learn the story about the wreck. Darwin just woke up, he's eating a cheese toastie. Show everyone how Darwin woke up, Ellie.
It was like this, like strange.
Look,
He was doing an ab workout.
Hey, that was really funny. You should have seen how he woke up.
And his dance moves as well.
Oh. How's your toastie? Is it good? You feel better after your
Size of it.
sleep?
Coron is famous for its sunken Japanese warships and supply vessels from World War II, sunk by the US Navy. Just off the beach, we had the chance to dive into the past and explore this fascinating underwater ecosystem steeped in history.
It's me again in my favourite outfit. I realised the other day I'm a bit like a Sims character where I never change outfits. Sorry you're gonna look at me. But yeah, we just got back to the boat and we picked up anchor because we have to go to our marina, which is our last stop, just for a month. Me and the kids are gonna jump off the boat to give the kids some land time that they really need every now and then, that we promised we'd do, you know, for friends and just that sense of community that's other than the sailing community out here. And we're actually going to visit my mum in Australia, my mum and stepdad, so they're really looking forward to going to Nana and Poppy's house. And yeah, anyway, so it's bittersweet. It's the last leg of the journey for me and the kids, and I'm so happy we got today in. I feel like that was the last hurrah, and I've seen so much of the Philippines now, and we'll get to see more when we come back. We'll sail more of the Philippines before we go up to Japan. So yeah, it's all exciting, a little bit sad today.
I had a pretty busy day on board. I was trying to flake the mainsail by myself, which is impossible for me anyway. So that was quite frustrating. Then I shaved my beard, I cleaned up the whole boat, made some phone calls, which I've been meaning to do for a while, made a plan for when this boat is going to be in Subic Bay. We're going to have a whole bunch of work done to it. I'm going to be here for some of it, but not all of it, so I need to have that organised like way in advance, and it's difficult to do in anywhere, but somewhere like the Philippines probably especially, so that's like a whole project in itself. So yeah, that's what I was mucking around with unsuccessfully today for hours. Hour maybe. I'd say to Elaine, I exaggerate, so Elena thinks I've been working hard. So I've just taken apart, this is the Harkin Flatwinder 200. This thing's amazing. But then we had a towel over here this afternoon which got jammed up in it, and it's not rolling very fast now. So it's really struggling. So I've tried to take that apart, but it's not working, so I soaked it in alcohol. This bit here I got off with these 3 screws. So I can just feel that it's really tight. So I'm going to loosen it off a bit, see if that works, and then hopefully, since I've soaked these in alcohol, I might be able to break through and get these apart by this evening. For those of you that have been watching for a long time, you would have seen me use the rolling hitch in just this type of scenario before. So I just have to take tension off of this line here so that I can undo this knot. It was super tight, it's still tight, so I'll have to crank it up a little bit more, but you can see I've tied a rolling hitch here and taken it through this and over to the winch. So I'll crank on the winch a few more times, that will come loose, and then I'll be able to loosen this off, and then hopefully the flat winder loosens up a bit and we can move it left to right. A bit more. Yep. Okay, let me give that a crack.
We're celebrating the last leg of the journey with a single glass of wine for now, because the sun has just set and there are pearl farms everywhere, which means buoys and ropes, and we won't be able to see very soon. So we're just going to have the one and hopefully drop anchor soon.
There's no wind, but like I could be stressed here if I wanted to, but there's no wind, and even if we ran over something, it wouldn't be nice for the pearl farmers, but we'd just reverse, I'd dive in, untangle it. In the unlikely event that something happened, it's not catastrophic.
Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
to a good season of sailing and to many more. Really though, I feel like we've been so lucky on this trip. It's been really eventful. I've been super stressed at times, but yeah, since we launched this boat in Vietnam to now, we've just done and seen so much. I'm so damn grateful for it. But yeah, the time has come where like I'm pretty sick of drinking this Nestle milk. It's the only milk that we can find in the stores around here, so I'm ready for some healthy food with my month off. I need a haircut. I just want some really good coffee. And yeah, the little reset is going to be so nice for us. And I bet you usually after 2 or 3 weeks, I'm already ready to come back to the boat, but just some real civilization. It's going to be nice. Check out the little bonfire behind me. I can't wait to see this place in the day. It already looks so beautiful. Sometimes I love arriving to a place in the night and then waking up and seeing it for the first time. It's really fun most of the time. That was not a very stressful entry in the night because it can be sometimes. Okay, all right.
Well done for making it this far. If you did, go ahead and comment the word snickerdoodle just to confuse everyone else. That'll be fun. And tune in next week when the La Vagabond crew, Ellie included, takes a brief hiatus from each other and watch Riley and his 2 friends set off for some more unforgettable adventures in the area. I hope they survive without the females around. We'll see.